Hello and happy Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day you might be watching this teaching. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your time with me today. I want to dive into our subject matter here in a moment, but before I do so, let's continue to pray for our nation. You know, we're in this time and season right now where we really need God to pour out His Spirit upon all flesh. And the end result of that is whoever calls on the name of the Lord would be saved. So thank you for continuing to pray for this great nation, to pray for our leaders, those that are in authority, that God would pour out His Spirit upon us. Now, we're going to be talking about making plans, and making plans is an important part of what we do in life. And there's ways to do it that are honoring to the Lord, and then there's ways to do it sometimes that it just is about us. We want to make sure as Christians that the plans that we're making are in keeping with God's ways, and that we would fulfill God's purposes while we're making plans. So we take our counsel from the book of James, and in chapter 4, he says, "Come now, you who say, today or tomorrow, we will go to such and such a city, spend a year there, buy and sell, and make a profit." So he's not talking to anyone specifically. He's saying to anyone who wants to hear this counsel. He said, many of you are saying, well, you know, it's today or tomorrow, we're going to do this, we're going to go there, and in the end, we're going to make a lot of money. Now, in verse 14, he reminds us that we don't know what will happen tomorrow. For what is your life? Then he answers the question. It is a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away. He didn't minimize life, but what he's saying is, think about the decisions that you make in life, because life is short. He didn't say that life is not important, that your life is not significant. What he's saying is, we have a window that God has given us to live this life. Live it well. Verse 15, instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we shall live and do this and that. But now you boast in your arrogance. All boasting is evil. So he's saying, it would be better that you submit to God instead of bragging and boasting about what you can accomplish apart from Him. Don't do that. It's tempting for all of us. We say to people, you know, I've got plans, I've got great plans, and in the end, it's really going to be profitable, and I'm just going to come out, you know, on top. But what he's saying is, don't make plans without considering God's will and God's plans, because your life is short. And then he says in verse 17, therefore to him who knows to do good and does it not, to him it would become sin. So I want to give you some things to take away from this message. And once again, if this blesses you, encourages you, inspires you, thanks for commenting, sharing, even posting it to your page. So when making plans, let's not permit, you know, greed or arrogance or boasting or just pride to be part of our plans. Let's keep a humble heart. Number two, let's realize that we don't hold the future, therefore we don't know the future. It's better to put our plans in His hands. Yes, make plans, but present them to the Lord. All right, here's a couple other things that we're going to end on. Commit your plans into His hands. I can't probably emphasize that strong enough. I mean, all of us have desires. All of us, you know, want to see certain things take place in our life, but we want the Lord's blessing upon it. So commit it into His hands. And then last, do all the good that you can today. That's what we've been given. Remember, today, not tomorrow, today, do all the good that you can. Make plans to do good today. God bless you.